Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. And in today's, you must be very surprised to see me. So this is Strang from Duong Global's communication team. Please let me know if you can hear me clearly. And so I will be here, and then at 9:20, Attorney Ken Duong will start his live stream talking about Vietnam updates and also business movements in Vietnam. So before we getting into that time, let's spend some time to talk about each other. I want to know you more, and please comment. How was your day? How was your morning? So let me tell you a little bit about my morning this morning. Oh, I got comment rolling out here. So hello, good morning, Sheila. June 2022. Yes, great. So you can hear me clearly. So regarding, I have a question from Lanchland. So when we will be able to travel to Footwork? So regarding those news, I will let Attorney Ken Duong answer when he back to the live stream at 9:20. So please stay with us. And during the meantime, you can ask me anything and I will try to answer that. But regarding the news, the update, I will save it for Attorney Ken Duong. And hello, Hồng Trần from Philadelphia, USA. Hello. I hope you enjoy watching our live stream today. So let me tell you a little bit about my morning. So this morning, I had breakfast with sticky rice. That's kind of one of the very traditional breakfasts in Vietnam. Many people eat that. And so, how was your day? I know that in the U.S., there were like 6 p.m. or at the evening right now. Or how was your morning if you are watching the live stream from Saigon? Please let me know in the comment. Another note would be, so in this section of live stream, we do have a section where we will prioritize super chat and questions and comments. So if you want your comment to pop up, because I know that a lot of time in our previous live streams, you asked the question and we got so many questions. So the question kind of like get carried away and we sometimes skip your questions. So if you don't want that to happen, please also click on the super chat, show us your support and we will prioritize your comment and also questions. Let's interact with each other. So while we wait for many people to come into our live stream. Hello from Australia. I actually very love Australia because back in the day when I was in university, my major was Australian studies. So I know a lot about Australia and definitely a country that I am in love with. And I hope that one day I can visit Australia. That would be very great. Hello, Sheila. So I know that you are eager to know the answer for this question. So all of your questions regarding this matter, I will save it and let Attorney Ken Duong answer in his live stream in 9:20 when he log into this live stream. So please stay with us. Selamat pagi. hello. Thank you for your support. Hello, Terry. Good morning or good evening. Oh, you even say in Vietnamese, Xin chào Trang, it's 9:03 p.m. here in Michigan. Hello, so I'm glad that you all joined with me today in this live stream. So a little reminder that Attorney Ken Duong will start talking about visa updates, tourism, Vietnam news, and also business movement in Vietnam at 9:20. So please stay with us. And since I don't know much about our audience, so maybe we can use this time to share with each other about you. I want to know more about you. Please comment. And if you have any question you want to ask me personally, I will be happy to answer those. So another thing I would like to share is in the upcoming videos, Since maybe you have been seeing me and attorney Ken Duong too many times, and you may think that we getting boring. So we are gonna having many other team members in our videos, and you will meet them as well. They are wonderful person, and they're very beautiful as well. So I think that some of you already met Mỹ Hoa or Paralegal in the video of how to ship package from Vietnam to internationally. So if you haven't watched that video and haven't known Mỹ Hoa, please scroll down to our YouTube channel, check out that video of her. So in the future, we will have many videos of Hoa and also other team members of Duong Global. So we hope that this will be a very fun and very dynamic, and then bring fresh vibe to all of our dear subscribers who have been watching me and attorney Ken Duong for so long, and now you will have many other hosts as well. So I hope you will enjoy it. Also, please let me know if I am speaking too fast. I will slow it down because when I am nervous, I kind of go over the place with my voice. So I'm sorry with that. I will try to calm down and speak at the very steady speed. So I've seen that you have many questions. So I will try to answer because in case that we forget to show your questions when attorney can come back. So let me go up and see the question. So regarding this question, will you be able to travel to Footwork? I will let attorney Ken Duong give more information about it. But as far as I know right now, we don't have updated information. The overall general information would be on November, which is this month, at the end of November, when the Footwork citizen is fully vaccinated. But right now we don't have a very specific information about it. But rest assured that we've been researching about it, and we will keep you posted when the information is out. So please also subscribe and follow us to know more. Thank you. So from Lunchland as well, travel to Footwork after quarantine time. So the purpose of the Footwork Sandbox is to let you travel into a destination like Footwork without having to quarantine. So, but you will have to live in a certain area that you cannot move out, and you will also enjoy your vacation in those certain areas as well. So we've been gathering information about this, like the requirements, more details about that. So please, we will keep you updated in the near future when the official statement released. So please follow us. Thank you for your question. And please rest assured that attorney Ken Duong has more information than I do. So when he come back with the live stream, I will let him know about your questions, and maybe he will add in additional information to the answer. And I hope you will enjoy it. Thank you. So this is actually a very interesting question. I will note down your question, and maybe possibly we will make a video about this, as I also want to know where the requirement about the vaccine passport. Actually, on November 5, so 3 days ago, Vietnam issues a criteria for recognition of foreign COVID-19 vaccine passport. So we will cover that in a separate video. This question actually matched the perfect purpose of we doing that video. So we will do that video just for you, Sheila. So please stay tuned and look forward to our upcoming videos. So good news here, guys. Attorney Ken Duong is in the room. He is preparing, and he will be in the live stream soon. So please stay with us. And in the meantime, I will try to answer as many questions as I can. And also, please share a little bit about you. I want to know about my audience, our audience, and which type of content that you enjoy in our channel, so we can make better videos for you. Thank you. So I have a question from Wong. When is Vietnam reopening fully without quarantining? So our prediction, not our prediction, but actually the statement saying that from June 2022, but we're hoping that the time frame will change in the near future as many movement positive indexes and also movement has been made. So we hope that in the near future we can do a video talking about this and give you the exact date that you can come to Vietnam without worrying about quarantine. So Hưng Trần commented, yes, our cases are rising again. I agree, but just like so for Ho Chi Minh City at the moment, as far as I know, we are for adults from age 18 years old and above, 100% have been vaccinated. So that is a very impressive number. So 100% with having first dose, and somewhat from 80 to 85% having second dose, so fully vaccinated. So in Ho Chi Minh City, only in Ho Chi Minh City, I think that we have reached the herd immunity, and even though the cases are rising again, but just like the flu symptoms, but I know that you may feel offended when I say this, but cases are rising again. That's what we expected when we reopening again. So, but it's okay that the hospitalization are keeping low, and also people are recover faster. I think that is more important than the number of the cases. But we are still very cautious about the overall environment about us, and we are still keeping the 5K compliance with it, and also keeping distance with each other. So we very be careful with it. So please don't worry, and we will keep you updated about life in Vietnam as attorney Ken Duong is preparing for his live stream right now. So James Terry, I'm ready to be there. Tell us something good about tourist travel to Vietnam. Thank you. Let me. So for tourists in Vietnam, there are many places are preparing to welcome back international tourists, like Hội An, Asian Town. We have Footwork, Sandbox. We have Khánh Hòa, and many places. But many of them are just the preparing phases, not the official opening date yet. So this question of you is actually very interesting, and I will take note, and we will researching on that and give you a brief update on all the sandboxes. Maybe on next week video or the following week video, we will talk about it. So thank you for your question. I can give you a proper answer at the moment as it needs some research. And I don't want to give a false information. So please wait for us for our upcoming videos. We will make it, and I hope we'll give you a good answers. Thank you. And also, just a note for you all that, yay, I reached 30 viewers. There are 30 audience in this live stream right now. So a reminder for you that since many live streams before, we received a lot of questions, and many of the question was we skipped it because we didn't see it. There was too many questions. So to avoid that, we have a section now called priority to super chat questions and comments. So please show your support to Duong Global, to our channel. We would love to prioritize your question and also give you a specific answer to your question. Thank you. Yeah, let's see. Then I will move on to the next comment. How was your day so far? All of our the subscribers who are watching this live stream with me, how was your day so far? I want to know if you were living in the States, living in Vietnam, living in Australia, how's your life? Is the situation getting better? And because we also want to know more and also want to get more to know you more. All right, so I have attorney Ken Duong in the building, and he will be the main person, the main host of this live stream, and I will drop out and support from a technical side. Thank you all for joining with me on this live stream at the beginning of the live stream, and I present you attorney Ken Duong.
All right. All right. Hello, everybody. And thank you very much, Chang. Turn on your volume. Okay. Thank you very much, Chang, for holding down the fort and talking to everybody while I get on the show. The purpose of the main show and our program today is to really give you an update of what's happening in Vietnam. Giang has done an amazing job with her program on Vietnam Weekly News. I hope you've been following my global weekly news. So between the local and global, that we have sufficient information for you. So I'll come up and look at some of the questions. Giang, if you can bring up some of the questions by our audience, and then I can help answer them. And of course, we'll continue to answer other questions as well. All right. So I know we started. Hello, Shiloh, Lackland, and Hung from Philadelphia, and all the others as well. So I know Giang answered a lot of the questions, but if there's anything else that you wanted to know, I'd be happy to answer as well. But I'll get started right now with Alpha Fox. Hello, I thought there would be some sort of reopening on January 15th. Has that also been pushed back? So when we're talking about the reopening, we have to talk about phases, different aspects of the reopening. Currently, by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has presented to some of the other ministries in order to do a 4-stage process to open the country to different aspects. So January 15th, there are going to be, even before that, we're looking in December to have a few of the Sandbox models to open, including Footwork, Hoi An, Da Nang, and Quảng Nam in the north, and Ha Long Bay, to be able to open up so that people can come in, and different areas or sandboxes may have different requirements. So right now, per the request, they will have a 7-day quarantine in that locality, and afterwards you're able to go to other localities once you've tested. And you need to at least test twice during those 7 days. Although you can go around, you still need to submit to testing. And then the final day is the 7th day where you can get tested and then go elsewhere. We definitely know that some of our clients have used some of these full packages, tour packages, in order to achieve the 7-day quarantine in a particular area. One of our clients and friends who have discussed their program in Hoi An, which is at the 5-star resort Hoi An Shores, including golf course, swimming, beaches, 5-star hotel, and amenities. So that's a more of a high-end package, but in essence, you stay 8 nights, 7 days, all inclusive in Hoi An Shores, which is invested by Vina Capital, one of the largest funds in Vietnam. So you can look at that, or you can look at other more reasonably priced packages in Phu Quoc. Let us know which package you might be interested in, and we'll be happy to help you connect with the right tour company and also with the right resorts and tour packages, so you can pick what is suitable for you. So Daniel Baker, do Vietnamese people want the borders to open again for tourism soon? I would say generally 99% would say yes, because many of the provinces are tourism dependent on foreign tourists, not just local tourists, in order to stimulate their economy, stay in their hotels, eat at their restaurants, use their services. So I would say that 99% of the people would want to open up in Vietnam. However, the people do not rule. In Vietnam, it's not a democratic government. It is run by the central government. Therefore, their policies will govern. Next question. All right, Nguyễn Phú Trọng, perfect segue. We're talking about the government. One of our biggest fans is actually the General Secretary of Vietnam, Mr. Nguyễn Phú Trọng. If you look him up, he's the #1 person in all of Vietnam. He, in essence, is the Joe Biden of America, or the Emmanuel Macron of France. So his question is, hi Hưng. I don't know who Hưng is, but there's only Chang and I on this show. Madame Nguyễn Thị Phương Thảo, the richest woman in Vietnam, has made a 50 million pound donation to Lancaster University, Oxford, part of a 150 million pound donation. The university will now be renamed after her. I think that's just a comment. Thank you very much, Sir Bí Thư Nguyễn Phú Trọng, for that comment and that information. Bidis, I am currently in Thailand. If I want to travel to Da Nang or Nha Trang, how should I apply for a visa? Should it be with a travel agency? Can you list some travel agencies I can contact with? So currently, Da Nang and Nha Trang have their Sandbox models that will be launched in November and December. So I would highly recommend you work with travel agencies to book your travel tour packages. So right now, you can't just freely come in. You still need the rights to come in. And if you go through the Sandbox, you have to go through a travel agency to book a full package in that particular city before you're able to travel to other cities. So definitely work with travel agencies. Some of the bigger ones in Vietnam that you can use are Saigon Tourist, Bến Thành Tourist, Du lịch Hoàng Mỹ, and a few of the other ones. So maybe Jang, you can assist us by putting some of those companies for Bidis and many others who are looking to travel and apply for visas in Vietnam. So at Duong Global, we don't do these shorter term visas. We focus on longer term strategic plan visas, such as the employment visa, work permits, TRC, temporary residence cards, investor visas. So for these simple ones, I would recommend you work with the travel agencies that are well known in Vietnam, and we'll try to get you a list via our comments. Thank you. Next one, please. Dan Decker, thank you. Will Vietnam require the booster as well? We do believe that Vietnam will require the booster shots in the future. However, at our current rate, let me pull up our numbers. Actually, I have them right here on my phone. I was looking at them this morning. Vietnam is still not have its full vaccination yet of all its people. It's only about roughly 50% of the people are vaccinated in their first shot or their second shot, and about 80% in the first shot. So until everybody gets all their second shots, then we'll think about boosters. But that's globally recommended, especially by the U.S. FDA. Therefore, I believe that Vietnam will have a booster shot, the third shot, depending on the availability of different vaccines. Thank you for the question, Dan. Henry Wynn, how soon will Vietnam lift up international travel program? So to be honest, there's a few international travel programs. If we're talking about the most open, which means that there are no quarantine, you need to have a vaccine passport and you can come in anytime. Doesn't look like that freedom will open until June 2022. But as I stated, there are other programs that are available right now through the Sandbox model, whereby you can come in for 7 days quarantine or only within that province, and then after that you can go to other places. So please take a look at some of those Sandbox models that are starting to roll out in November, December, and January to look at opportunities coming to Vietnam. Okay, but if you're really in a rush and you need to come right away, we do assist with foreign expert and also investor visa programs. Just contact us, shoot us an email. We'll be happy to give you tailored advice to your specific situation. Thank you. Next question. Yep. Did that one already? All right, Jay. I have a friend in Ho Chi Minh. She says USA is not listed as a country to be able to travel next month to Vietnam. Is this true? USA cannot travel to Vietnam. I can't confirm 100% for sure, but I know that we have our clients from the United States who are coming into Vietnam on various different programs. So therefore, it is unlikely that this is true. However, Jang, just please do a little bit of research on the countries that can come into Vietnam. There are about 36 countries. And if you can please get back to Mr. J with the reference of the site. But I am 99% sure that the US can come into Vietnam. Next, please. Alfred Yale. Hi. After the Footwork tour, can we travel to other province or do we have to return back? So after you do your 7 days in Footwork, you are permitted through the Sandbox model, permitted to go to other provinces as well. But please remember that the different provinces have different regulations. So you still have to have your PCR test or your negative test to come into the different provinces, such as Đà Lạt or Nha Trang or any of the other ones. You are not required to go back to Phu Quoc to leave. You can leave from another airport, such as Ho Chi Minh City, Hanoi, or any of the other international airports. Vagabonder, how long is the quarantine for foreign visitors that haven't been vaccinated? So if you have not been vaccinated, right now you are not permitted to come into Vietnam unless if you're under the foreign expert investor or investor visa. And if you want to go under the Sandbox models to come in, then you are not permitted to come in if you not have received your 2 shots fully vaccinated per the regulations of the WHO. And if you're not fully vaccinated, you will not be able to come into Vietnam at this time. Quoc, how frequent are Bamboo Airways doing direct flights to USA and when will it include Los Angeles? So per the rules and the announcement of Bamboo Airways starting on the 23rd of September, from now until the end of the year, they will continue to open flights. Right now it is from Hanoi to San Francisco, 3 flights a week. And 3 flights per month. Hope to extend that, and by the end of the year, hopefully 1st of January of next year, it will also have a direct flight to Los Angeles. The frequency is not disclosed yet. Your wife's boyfriend. Very interesting name. Can you guys rename Vietnam to Saigon? China gave Vietnam their name. I know you guys don't like China. Yes, we don't like China, and I don't even think we like your name. Let's move on to the next subject. Money Machine Gun. Can foreigners buy condos in Vietnam? If so, what happens to the condos when Vietnam decides to kick foreigner out? Is it a good long-term investment for retirees? So foreigners are permitted to buy condos in Vietnam based on the rules that you have the real estate rules and also taxation rules, and then regulations regarding how do you get your money out of the country. So as of right now, foreigners are permitted to buy condos in Vietnam. And in the situation that the foreigner leaves Vietnam, they can still own title, which is called the pink book, to that property. It depends on where you are buying and what your debt to equity ratio is. And if you're looking to borrow money in Vietnam, or you're getting loans or cash, that will depend on whether it's a good long-term investment or not. We at Duong Global also work with a lot of franchises that have a cash flow. So we highly recommend, because real property is more of a long-term investment than a short-term investment. So for good retirees who want to invest, we have our investor visa program that is $140,000 US to buy a franchise that will make about $800 to $1,000 per month. So minimum. So that's a very good investment because it has a cash flow. It has a guaranteed investor visa attached to it, which allows our foreigners to stay long-term. So Money Machine Gun, if you or your friends are interested in learning more about the investor visa for retirees, please send us an email and we will disclose a lot more details and information for you of a recognizable franchise brand that has over 15,000 stores globally. And they also have their franchise in Vietnam. So we'll be happy to give you details of that. We think that's a better long-term investment to achieve your three purposes of living long-term in Vietnam, having a secured investment, and also having monthly cash flow for your expenses. Thank you very much, Daniel Baker, for the donation. To set up a company, is it easier to do a Vietnam LLC and appoint me as director for work permit and TRC, or set up my own LLC 100% foreign, audits, paperwork, capital, etc.? So thank you very much, Daniel, for that question. We just made a video on that particular topic. So maybe, Jang, you can get the link to Daniel or just post it so that he can click on that. But to answer your question more shortly, you can do either way. You can do if you do a Vietnamese company, then you have to have a employment agreement with that Vietnamese company. It will be a nominee by somebody else in Vietnam for the company, and you'd have to technically work for the company, even though it's your money, to apply for the work permit and TRC. But the easier one would be to open up a 100% foreign-owned company owned by you, and then you're the legal representative and you apply for the work permit in order to stay working for that company. You can't get a TRC right away. There needs to be a certain period of time, at least 2 years of tax returns, in order for you to apply for that. So it also depends on what type of business you are running, whether there are restrictions by the World Trade Organization on your area of business. So the best way to do it, Daniel, is you shoot us an email to contact@duongbusinessconsulting.com. And we will, or you can send us an email. You send us your email. We'll send you a quick intake form about your market entry plans, including what industries you plan to go in. Then from there, we can advise you more specifically which is the better route in order to get you the work permit and TRC for long-term stay. And of course, we also have accounting services, marketing, and also HR services. We're a full-fledged business consulting firm that will help you manage and become as successful as you can in Vietnam with the least risk. So please send us an email. Jang will put up our email address so that you can look at it, and then she will email us so that we can give you our intake form, and then we will take it from there. But we promise you, we've made hundreds of companies successful in Vietnam, and we know we can help you as well. Thank you very much, Dezay. Super sticker for the $10 donation. We appreciate it very much. As Zhang was saying, this channel of ours is really to relay valuable information to all of you. And sometimes we have to sell, and I know that 90% of the time we're providing information, 10% of the time we're doing sales because we do have to support our team, make sure that they can give you valuable information, scripts, post-production and all that. So we appreciate if you find this valuable, just continue to donate. So I want to thank the 3 folks that have donated already. Okay, on to the next question, John Odia. In your opinion, will Vietnam open to Australian tourists by March, April 2022? So as stated, there are already sandbox programs globally. Australia is a green country, so therefore they should be able to come in as well. It would be safe to say that Australians would be able to travel to Vietnam in March or April of 2022. However, there may still be a 7-day quarantine if you are outside of the sandbox areas. Paul Calderon, is there a limit to the number of days these tour packages? Yes, so the tour packages are required to be at least 7 days and 8 nights per the regulations of the quarantine, because they need to be able to track where you are and also to have you check in for your testings. For your COVID test. Next question. Satoshi Matsuda. Hey Ken, good to see you again. I am still working on my business idea, and I was wondering if it is worth it to go to Vietnam within the next few months to take a market survey. Satoshi, I would not recommend coming in before January 1st. And also during the Tet holidays, because you won't be able to find enough people to work with or enough people in the streets, at least in the big cities, to do your market survey. I would recommend that you can partner with a local company to just send your survey first to fill out. And then after that, you should come in, because right now, many things are still closed. Traveling is still restricted in many areas. Thus, you have limitations on your research and your market survey. So I would not recommend coming in yet until after January 1st. James Jacks, all that I want to know, when can I step foot in Vietnam with the intention of making Vietnam my home? Who do I need to contact and how much money do I need? So James Jacks, very good question. Like I stated before, we have an investor visa program that is $140,000 allows you to get an investor visa for 3 years with a guaranteed return of your money in 3 years, and also a monthly income between $800 to $1,000. So it's a very good plan. That's how much you need. If you want more details, please send us an email to contact@yungbusinessconsulting.com, and we will give you specific details on this exact question that you had, because we've been helping quite a few folks in order to come and retire in Vietnam and have a steady investment through one of our client franchises. All right, Jay, thank you very much for the $5 donation. Thank you for all the info. Can you let us know what days you plan to live stream and keep us up to date with all the latest info? USA time zone here. So yes, thank you, Jay, for being an avid subscriber to our channel. Our goal is to do live streams at least once every 2 weeks, because we want to sum up all the information and also have our audience interact with us, either Jang or myself or both of us or a guest, so that you get updated information that may not be all included in our videos. So we are interspersing between videos and live streams. So please expect us to do once every 2 weeks. And of course, we try to give at least 4 to 5 days notice for the live stream so you can participate, looking at the time zone between Vietnam and the United States, Pacific, Mid or Eastern time. Tuấn Nguyễn, How long a visa can USA citizen get under the Sandbox program? So you can get a 1-year multiple entry visa, or you can just get a 3-month single entry visa, similar to before as US citizens. But I would highly recommend just go for the 1-year multiple entry visa in order to come in under the Sandbox model. If you have a 5-year visa exemption, depending on the regulations currently in place, then you should ask your travel agency if you can use that to come in under the Sandbox program. Old Man Musings, welcome back. We're always happy. We know you've been on every one of our programs and a great donor, so thank you very much. The supply chain is broken. Last year, I could get a container here for 2,000. Now it is 16,000. Do you see any relief for this? We wanted to open a warehouse in Vietnam. This is no longer feasible. So unfortunately, due to the, like you said, the broken supply chain, the American Chamber of Commerce is working diligently and very hard, especially with our legal committee and our warehouse or manufacturing committee, to try to resolve this matter and to bring it back to normalcy, where the supply and demand creates about 2,000, at the most 3,000 per container. That issue is being highly looked at, lobbied for, and protected. But unfortunately, I can't give you the light at the end of the tunnel right now, as it's an issue that is ongoing. So if you're going to open up your warehouse in Vietnam, you might have to wait a little bit until you're able to, or Vietnam and the US are able to resolve this supply chain, because it deals with the shipping companies, logistics, port, taxes, and many, many other issues. So I don't see current relief in the near future of 2021, but look for it to stabilize and get back to normal about second quarter of 2022. JAWS 2003. Is Vietnam looking for any people in STEM or people to start STEM companies? Yes. So it's actually more than just STEM, it's also STEAM. Science, technology, engineering, applied mathematics for Vietnam. There are quite a few, maybe about 15 venture capital funds that are invested into these areas, especially in engineering and science. So if you are looking to work with a fund or get funding for your company or starting up your company in these particular areas, it would be very wise to start researching some of these funds. We've worked here with various funds such as 500 Startups, Ascend Vietnam, Monks Hill Ventures, Dole Ventures. And then, of course, you have the bigger funds. They're more equity funds, but some are invested into technology as well, such as Vina Capital, Mekong Capital, Dragon Capital, Sam, Saigon Asset Management as well. And those are many of the folks in our network. So if you're really interested, Jaws, please shoot us an email. We'll be happy to give you information and possibly connect you to potential funding sources for your company investment into STEM. Thank you. Alfred, hi Yung. As a tour company is all in Vietnam, such as Saigon Tours, can you share with us what is the procedure to enter when we enter the immigration to enter into Vietnam? So currently, depending on which program you come in, so first you need a license to come in, which is called the invitation letter. In Vietnamese, we call it Công văn nhập cảnh. That outlines which program you plan to come in under, either as a foreign expert, a diplomat, an investor, or a returnee. From there, when you have to prepare your paperwork, you need to have your PCR tests, vaccination records, flight plan, and also hotel and tour plans for your 7 days when you arrive in Vietnam. So those are the main documentation that you would need in order to come into Vietnam at this point, depending on which program you're coming in. By this, thanks Chang and Attorney Yung. Usually how long foreigners can stay in Vietnam under tourist visa? So currently, tourist visas are not available. except for the Sandbox. And depending on which country you are from, the tourist visas can be single entry or multiple entry. It could be from 30 days up to 1 year with most maximum stays of 90 days. That is a general rule for tourists from all over the world. But as you understand, it's called a reciprocity situation where how Vietnam treats that country and how that country treats Vietnam will determine the amount of stay that you have. So please look at the regulations of your citizenship with respect to Vietnam. And the best way is to look at the Vietnam embassy or consulate website in your country to know how long you can stay in Vietnam on a tourist visa. Sunny Lay. Hi, I'm sorry you might have answered this question already. For better understanding, if I travel to Phuoc under Sandbox model 7-day quarantine, may I be permitted to travel into Saigon after? So the answer currently is yes. After you've stayed in Phuoc for 7 days, you are permitted with the negative test, at least 2 of them, then you are permitted to travel to other parts of the country, including Saigon. Can I start a cannabis business in Vietnam? I know the youth are into organic medicinals over there, and they smoke cannabis and use psychedelic mushrooms. So no, you cannot. Marijuana is still illegal in Vietnam along with other drugs. So the answer is no. Video for Vic. Hello from Cedar City, Utah. I am ready to be there. Tell us where good time tourist travel to Vietnam. Thank you. So please continue to watch our video as we predict different sandboxes and different times that you can come. So it really depends if you want to come on straight tourist without 7-day quarantine. Is most likely going to be 3rd quarter or end of 2nd quarter, about June 2022. James Jacks, does anyone know of an agency or company who I can contact in order to make arrangements to move to Vietnam? James Jacks, right now you can just do a search on relocation companies to Vietnam. There's some executive ones. So it depends on how much money you want to put out in order to move to Vietnam and what kind of assistance you need. Here at Duong Global, we can assist you with getting the visa to come in, also to get the tour investor visa to stay long term, help you find a place to stay. So we'd be happy to help you with some of those matters. If you need relocation of your dogs or equipment, then we can connect you to a company that will do relocation services for you. Okay, just shoot us an email. We'll be happy to help you. Michael G, do sole proprietorships have a financial minimum? So the answer is no. Most sole proprietorships, or what we call family businesses in Vietnam, then they do not have a financial minimum. Unless if you are investing into a restricted area, then they might. Propaganda, deception, censorship. My name is Gene. What is the current situation with Vietnam state-owned companies? Is the government of Vietnam is still looking to improve their capabilities? So currently, Vietnam as a trend are privatizing or equitizing the state-owned enterprises. So there is a directive that requires state-owned enterprises to offer, sell, and dilute shares to become minority shareholders in different publicly traded companies or state-owned companies. So that is a very good trend because privatization allows for more optimization efficiencies, and presumably it'll go to better profit margins for these state-owned enterprises. Vietnam is definitely trying to increase their capabilities, especially with digital transformation, online automation of many of the government processes, and also adoption and creation of new laws that will allow for better businesses to operate, for citizens to be able to access information, a potential credit system that will allow you to borrow money, and also to improve the banking systems for more reliability in the global market and more transparency. So if you are looking if you are a fund or you're an individual looking to invest into Vietnam stock market, then it's a very good time. We actually have connections to quite a few stockbrokers and financial advisors that have done really well in the Vietnamese market. So if you're interested in learning more or connecting with them or starting to invest, please send us an email and let us know. We'll be happy to assist you and connect you with them. Amazon merchant, is there a timeline to progress towards allowing unvaccinated foreign travelers without mandatory quarantine? So Amazon merchant, to be honest with you, Vietnam is very conservative and will not allow any unvaccinated foreigners to come into Vietnam. Okay. All right, Clement Ribas de Silva. Okay, Clement, I know that our staff is working with you right now on your fiance K1 visa. Why is working with you? So your question is, hi Ken Duong, for the K1 visa, do I need to write a timeline letter for my fiance interview? She coming to America? Yes. So you do have to write a timeline of how you met, when you met, including attachment of evidence. I know we've already sent you a checklist of all the documents we need. We'll be happy to assist you in writing this letter, but we need you to put down the framework and in chronological order of when you met, how you met, what are some of the milestones and periods that have happened, and then we'll help you refine it in order to submit for the interview. Thank you. Jean Vincent. Hello, Attorney Ken. I would like to know if the government is still looking to improve the state-owned enterprises. How do you evaluate them? Is Vietnam still willing to engage into partnerships? So I just answered this question for another person about 5 minutes ago. So Jean, if you can just review once we have the live stream for that. In general, the Vietnamese government is privatizing and equitizing companies to become more efficient. So it's a good time to invest in them right now. If you can see the trends of improved efficiency, profit margins for state-owned enterprises that have privatized. Money Machine Gun, is Vietnam banks crypto friendly? So the answer is no, because cryptocurrencies are not fully accepted in Vietnam yet, although blockchain technology is. Thus, you would not be able to go trade crypto or use your crypto right now. Okay, good. You talked about the tour days required. Is that in addition to the quarantine days? Who do I contact for the Sandbox program? No, so the tour days are part of the quarantine days. So you're quarantined to that particular province, not being able to go in and out, or you are required to stay in that hotel for those 7 days. So for the 5-star resorts, all inclusive, then you can stay there. For other smaller hotels that are not part of the part of the program, you will have 7 days on that particular island, such as Footwork. So right now you would work and contact the travel agencies. Like I said, the big ones are Saigon Tourist, Bến Thành Tourist, Du lịch Hoàng Mỹ, and many other companies. So just look up Sandbox tour packages for Vietnam and you would be able to book through them. Wasan, should a Viki apply for Vietnam passport in Vietnam or in their own country? So the law requires that you apply in your home country through the Vietnamese embassy or consulate in your country. As you know, this is one of our main specialty areas that we've assisted over 100 passports, and we'd be happy to help you. We currently serve many Viki. So if you're interested in getting it, we'll be happy to do a free assessment for you on your ability to get the Vietnam passport. Just send us an email to contact@Duong Business Consulting, and we'll send you a intake form, and then one of our legal consultants will work with you to determine if you can get the passport. All right, Bill Jector Adventures. Thank you very much. Always good to see you on the channel and also sending us a separate email. I'm an American currently in Indonesia on a business visa. Once we set up a small business in Vietnam, will I be able to go directly to Vietnam from Indonesia, or must I return to America first? No, you can actually, once you have the business set up, either you go through our franchise model or we can help you set up a new business, get the investor visa, and then you can go straight from Indonesia to Vietnam. You do not need to go back to America. Windog. Hi, Ken. Thanks for your hard work. If I join the Sandbox program through a travel agency and go through it for a week, after that, am I allowed to travel freely in Vietnam? Yes. So after you've done your 7 days, 8 nights in a quarantine area, hotel, then you are permitted to travel freely to other parts of Vietnam. However, you have to make sure the requirements of coming into that particular province as well, as many negative tests are only valid for 3 days. So if you travel somewhere for 5 days, then you want to go to another province, you might have to do another test. So please check the regulations of the different province you are going to in order to determine what you need to get. Wonderful treks. I'm entering Vietnam at the end of December as a foreign expert. I'm fully vaccinated and wondering if the 7 day quarantine will end by the time I travel there. So wonderful treks. By December, the foreign expert will still have a 7 day quarantine, even though you're fully vaccinated. So expect from your employer on the foreign expert program to book 8 nights and 7 days per the request and the requirements of quarantine. It will be highly unlikely that Vietnam will lift the 7 day quarantine at this time. Đăng thể. Okay. Hi, Ken. Is it possible to be an angel investor and get an investor's visa for Vietnam? Yes, it is possible for you to be an angel investor, as you can show that you have at least $140,000 investment into a fund or into equity into a company. That is allowed for you to get your investor visa, and we'll be happy to help you process that. But if you're also looking to find a very stable, secured capital investment with a cash flow, we also have franchises that we recommend. So please send us an email. We'll be happy to give you more information about the franchise investment opportunities to secure, or we can even recommend you to one of our venture capital groups that are investing into a particular area that you may be interested in investing. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Louis. You've always been our #1 fan for a very long time in Australia, and we hope to see you in the near future. Clement. Okay. Also, Clement, thank you for being our client, and our team works very hard to take care of you. Please ask us any questions that you have. I know that Miss Hua is the one taking care of your file, and I hope she's doing a great job. She's been reporting things are going smoothly. But if you need any other assistance, please let her know, and she'll be happy to report back to the operations lead. Thank you. Quoc, what is the quickest way to send money in Vietnam? To send someone money in Vietnam. So the quickest way is a bank transfer, or you can go through Western Union. Is another way to send money as well. PayPal is much more All right. Hello, everybody. We sincerely apologize. We had a small technical error, but we are back, and hopefully we can still continue. And also, we will record this so that we can continue to give you answers. All right. So I think we just passed. Yeah. Now we have Jean. Vincent, one more question, Attorney Young, about Vietnam state-owned companies. In China, those companies are being ways to modernize the country and speed up the digital revolution. Why Vietnam couldn't do that? So Vietnam is working towards privatization. Like I said, Vietnam is taking those steps in order to become more efficient, digital transformation. So what China is doing, which is slightly ahead of Vietnam, Vietnam is also working as well to do that.
Can you receive the question?
Yes. Okay.
If I'm not getting it too much to the last part.
Okay, sure. So the next question is Yui Wing. Hi, An. What is the best way for a family to come to Vietnam for Tết 2022 in Hanoi? So it looks like the Hanoi may open up sandboxes as well, or the other way is you can go to Quảng Ninh, or you can go to Ha Long Bay for 7 days before Tết. And then after that, you can go into Hanoi after you've spent 7 days in one of the sandboxes on a full tour package. So that would be one of the best ways to come into Vietnam right now if you and your family plan to visit for Tết 2022. Ao Chang, what is the tax rate for trading stock in Vietnam? So it would be a capital gains rate at 25%, roughly. And then goes up to 35% depending on short-term or long-term capital gains for the buying and selling of stocks. Yes, we froze. Okay, Louis Katz. I have a percentage of a unit with my Vietnamese business partners here in Australia, just outside Saigon. Wallace in Vietnam, my partner wants to teach English private one-on-one lessons. Is this possible? Yes, it is possible for your partner to teach private one-on-one English lessons. So Zoom, regarding the payment portal Zoom, not the ZOOM, which is the online live streaming platform. Zoom is getting popular in Vietnam, and it's also a way to also transfer money. What is the minimum amount to invest business here? Thank you. So the minimum investment, there's no minimum investment amount. You can do $500, $1,000. It really depends on what business you are investing in, because each business or lines of businesses have a different capital contribution requirement. However, if you are looking to combine your investing and starting up a business in Vietnam as well as getting an investor visa, then the investment amount minimum would be 140,000 US dollars in order to get your investor visa, along with opening up a business in Vietnam. Okay. Wait, did you skip all the way down, Jack?
Yeah.
Okay.
One question that just come.
Okay. Daniel Baker. So is it possible to come to Vietnam on a Sandbox visa and travel anywhere? Yes. Next question. Okay. Any recommendations to buy tour packages? We stated a few of the more prominent tourist companies. So you can go through Saigon Tourist, Ben Thanh Tourist, Du Lịch Đoàn Mỹ, and many of the other travel companies available in Vietnam right now. I rode a motorcycle from Ho Chi Minh City to Hanoi on a motorcycle I rented from a company named Tijit. I would like to invest in this company. Can you help me? So Riley Jones, yes, we would be happy to assist you in your due diligence on the company and also to how you structure your investment. So we have quite a bit of experience in mergers and acquisitions and to help people invest. So please send us an email to contact@youngbusinessconsulting.com for more information and also our proposal of how we can help you with the M&A and also the legal documentation and paperwork for the transfer. So we look forward to hearing you from you, Riley. Yeah. Buddy Jim, can marriage TRC holders travel out and travel to Vietnam, but in order to come back, you must fall within one of those categories that we mentioned if you want to come in right now? Okay. Well, so Dak Wing. So Dak Wing asks, what is the best business to invest in Vietnam for investor visa? So as we stated, we have a very good franchise model that our client operates with over 15,000 stores around the world and 140 stores in Vietnam. The convenience store model is very prominent in Vietnam right now, and they are making very good offers, which is 140,000 investments for a full operational team to run the business for you, guarantee a 12% return, which is about 1% per month, and appreciation or buyback within 3 years of 1.5 to 2 times the actual investment amount. So you should definitely look into that. We'll be happy to send you more information and connect you with our clients in order to buy that. And of course, assist you on the legal work, the finance, accounting, HR, and also the marketing as well for that business. So that please send us an email to contact@Young Business Consulting, and we'll be happy to give you more extensive information and details of how you can take advantage of this great opportunity for your investor visa, as well as investing in a franchise in Vietnam. All right, so I think we will. This will be our last question, and from Ray C. Can I get an expert visa if I have all the qualifications but do not have a company school yet to hire me in Vietnam? So Ray C, right now you need as a foreign expert to have a company sponsor you, and we can assist with the paperwork for you under that sponsor. So you already have to have a sponsor in place if you're already qualified for the expert visa program. So with that said, on behalf of Duong Global, my name is Ken, and also on behalf of Giang, our other host here today, and all our team here in Vietnam, Thailand, United States, and Singapore, we always want to thank you very much for joining our program, joining our live stream, giving your useful, productive, and insightful questions so that we can make more targeted videos for you. We can answer you more directly. But as always, make sure that you watch our YouTube channel for more detailed information and our bi-weekly live streams. Of course, if you have other questions, please put your message below. We'll be happy to assist you. We are optimistic that Vietnam will open up very soon in the first quarter of 2022. We have a lot of interesting news about the railway system, about foreign direct investment and investor visas and franchises. So make sure that you follow our program. Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you on the next live stream.